The world's toughest race, Eco Challenge Fiji, isn't for everyone in Amazon Prime's new 10-part series. Teams from around the world race 24 hours around the clock for several days straight, trekking through jungles, oceans, and mountains, battling the elements and their drive to finish the race alive. And one 40-year-old mom decided to give it a go for the first time. Jeff spoke to Sonia Wick earlier in today's DBL Spotlight.
671 kilometers.
Oh my God.
And it is
so hard.
Brutal.
Sonia Wick, thank you so much for joining us here on DBL. Now, you trekked more than 400 miles in 10 days through ocean, jungle, mountains. It seems absolutely grueling. What made you want to do the world's toughest race?
Ooh, well, I had watched Eco Challenge when I was a young girl, and when they put out this version of the race, they said that it was the race that eats Ironman for breakfast. And that's my background, is as an Ironman athlete, and so I just felt called out.
Now, Sonia, in the second episode, we see you experience a panic attack, is what I think I would call it.
It's so hard.
Have you ever experienced anything like that before?
Yeah, I have a history of panic attacks, debilitating panic attacks, and in episode 2, I got really hot and really behind on my hydration and my nutrition, being responsible for the navigation of the team and also the steering of our boat. I neglected my self-care and I got really behind. So as we pulled into that checkpoint, I was really low and I had to figure out where we were going, and I wasn't really functioning, and I had kind of just less a panic attack and more just kind of a total meltdown. I don't know.
That brings me to my next question. I was on Amazing Race, so I know the feeling of the adrenaline. Trust me, nothing like World's Toughest Race at all. How do you put yourself together mentally after something like that happens? Because that's part of the challenge, being there physically as well as mentally.
It's a team race, so the teamwork aspect of it is really important. And when you get down, luckily we had James Lawrence on our team who's great with mindset, and he reminded me over and over and over again that you have to change your thoughts. You have to be aware of the negative thoughts that you're having, and you have to find ways to transform those into maybe not positive thoughts, but at least neutral thoughts that aren't going to drag you down.
How did you take what you've learned from your experience in World's Toughest Race into your real world experiences right now?
Oh, that's such a great question. I think one thing I learned in the race is that you have to embrace what is right now in the moment and work on what you can control in this moment. If you're pushing your bike through shin-deep mud, it doesn't matter the navigational mistake that you made 10 hours ago. It doesn't matter the whitewater rafting section that you're scared to death about that's coming up. All that matters right now is the mud and how you process and conceptualize the mud. And I think that's really the lesson that I've been able to take through these darker, harder times, is that you have to work the day you're in.
I know when I'm out here, there's no reason not to believe that I am capable.
I love it. I love it. Sonia, thank you so much for joining Daily Blast Live today. I love hearing your experiences.
Thank you for having me. It's been an honor.
If you guys want to see Sonia in action, catch the world's toughest race, Eco Challenge Fiji, on Amazon Prime.